Hello and welcome to another episode of Corpse Party. I'm Bring Stabbity, the stabbiest stab that ever stabbity'd, and with me I have...
Nweismuller, who has come to tell you that there's an even greater horror than Corpse Party, the horror of democracy.
Dun dun dun! Yes, this is being recorded on Election Day, and it'll actually be, released as a VOD the day after Election Day. So hooray! You get the suffering whichever side of the political aisle you're on. Anyway, let's hop into Chapter 5. If I could actually put controls in here. And anyway, where we left off was right beside whether or not to pick up the 5th of Naho's notes. However, let's not take Naho's notes. And actually, this is where we have the interactive thing as well. So, do not pick up the 5th of Naho's notes. Anyway, Nwise, the controls are yours, and let's head outside.
And, you know, the incredible trolling where they train you that getting all the victims' memoirs are bad, and then with Naho's notes, they reverse that.
Yep, you actually need Naho's notes. Anyway, what we're gonna do is, let's see. Oh, looks like I cut off the wrong one. No. That's fine. Let's just go. Sorry, I lost my place on my notes.
Meow, 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 meow.
Fourth note. Final note. There we go. All right, we don't need to go to there. Can we just head south and go into the pentagram room? No.
Where?
Wrong place. We need to go up. And head north, and then we'll head west. Yeah, there's the science room. I also made a mistake in one version, and south. In one version of the game, you could go, there apparently are 3 endings. Yeah, keep going. We're going the right way. There are 3 ways to get to the, Oh, can't. Alright, let's switch over to, the other team. And let's head over to the very right. And flip the switch. Down here. Oh, we can't. Okay. To read Naho's notes, Baby Stitch and Naho reunite. Huh. That is a problem. We may.
What are we missing?
Well, I think we need to go... Alright, let's switch back to the other team.
Alrighty then.
And let's head back north and go to the 3rd floor. Yep. Oh. Yeah, let's see if we can do anything in the reference room there. Yeah, that's what we needed to do. Yeah, nothing in the reference room. All right, let's go to the pentagram. And we need to give the student ID to Naomi.
マジかよ。森重もあの様子だと
Yep.
助かっていないと思う。
どうしてよ。みんな簡単に死んじゃわないでよ。
Yeah, Ayumi has good wishes. Good intentions.
委員長。
後の希望はユイ先生か。
あとはとか言わないで。
悪い。死んでいったみんなも
きっと俺たちにまでここで死んでほしくないに決まってる。
Well,
繋ぐんだ。
Morishige might.
みんなの脱出したいって意志を、命のバトンを。
Murashige
逆打ちの
had
方
some
法は分かったんだ
problems.
し、
He had some
こんな状況だけ
real
ど希望は
problems.
見えてきた。
At least he wasn't Kizami.
もう少しだ。
Yep, he had more problems.
ゆい先生を見つけてここから出るぞ。
のう、
そうだ、中島さん。これ。私の学生証。ごめんね。逆打ちの方法を知ったのなら不安だったでしょ。
I'll never stop quietly cracking up at that particular pose of Naomi's.
Yeah, they just want to accentuate certain bits.
切れ端、もうなくさないでね。ありがとう。すごく嬉しい。
篠崎、助かったよ。よく見つけてくれていたな。
どういたしまして。頑張ろう。もう少しだよ。
There's the earthquake that we were looking for. I forgot how to trigger it. But now we know. Alright, now we gotta head down those stairs and trigger the switch.
Something Kronk stab?
Sorry, what was that?
Something Kronk?
Kronk, pull the lever! Alright, let's head back up and we can switch over to the other party. So yeah, now I don't know if we might still be able to fix it if we went back and got the fifth note, but that doesn't matter. We're not going for it. Let's head downstairs and let's go over there to the place that we opened up.
Meow, 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 meow.
Hooray! A random bridge that was opened. It's the body of a senior high school student. We already have every single, Oh? Ayumi?
どうした？
いる。
Yes, what's here?
よ、本当になんかいるのか？この先。
いるよ。気をつけて。
Be very, very careful. I'm hunting ghosts. So yeah, that was a warning that you really should have gotten all 5 of Naho's notes.
どうした？
This looks like a room where some sort of terrible supernatural black magic is gonna happen, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
この部屋、呪術っぽい。
Correct.
眺めててもわかんねえよ。それより外の焼却炉の方になんかいるんだろ？進もうぜ先に。
He doesn't see anything out of the ordinary, which means that circle is purely
わ
spiritual.
かった。先に出てて。
That's not what you
And-
picked.
のう、早く来いよ。
Is Ayumi being cursed to stay here in the horrible
何
cursed
今の声。
room?
私、喋ってないのに。
She could have just kept
篠
going.
崎、おい、篠崎。
何？嘘。やだ、岸沼くん。岸沼くん。閉じ込められたの。開けて。ねえ。岸沼くん。開けて。誰か。お願い。
Come Come on, please.
篠崎さん
Oh no, it's Miss Yui.
無事ね生きてるね
Boy, is it good to see Yui.
Oh, you just had to do
先生
it.
の声がする
Yes, yes, I did.
嘘の声だったら泣くから何を言ってるのさおいでもう怖くないよ先生どこに行ってたの会いたかったよごめんね
Yeah, I
怖い思
accidentally
いさせた
deleted
ね
the wrong ending on my guide. So I'm like, no, what do I need to do next? I can't find it. Ah. But yeah, finally got it fixed.
あれ先生ひどい怪我白だあいった骨折した腕が
Yeah, definitely bad shape.
篠崎さんさ立ってここを出るわよ
Frankly, I question that she should even be mobile at this point.
I mean, with all the stuff that's been crushed and hurt, yeah.
Behold the horrible curse of this room.
The black magic was used to open a trap door.
早く私に捕まって私の体を登りなさい
I can safely say, I think I said this in the other video that has this, but still, I can safely say this totally freaking blindsided me when I first ran across it. Because the terrible curse of hidden hinges.
Yep.
先生だけど早く
But still, something that big must have flexed a lot while walking. Unless the black magic simply removed all of the support structure underneath.
Which is a weird way to do black magic, but okay then.
片腕では二人の大事を支えきれない
You cannot use this magic to kill this person. Okay, can I transport them? Yes, you may. I transport them to the sun.
急い
Oh.
で篠崎さんあなたまで落ちちゃうわよ
Is that from something?
Not specifically, just people always joke about it in Dragon Ball. It's like, why not use the Dragon Balls to wish the enemies into the sun? Oh yeah, she used her, forced her damaged arm to help up and get more grip.
早く
And Ayumi still has the blood stain. Good. Now grab her hands and pick her up.
ゆい先生
先生捕まって
Yes. Good job,
大丈夫
Ayumi.
すぐ上がるからそこもいつ崩れるかわからないわ
No, bad teacher.
We don't have time to rescue me. Instead, we must have a conversation of frankly rather silly length here. This was, as Stab and I were talking about, our big strike two against the game story.
Yep.
早く岸沼君篠崎さんを
先生篠崎来い
篠崎さん篠崎さん強く
No matter what happens, be strong.
Like strong enough to grab your hand and pull you up. While you're... We don't have time to pull you up, but we do have time to listen to you.
あなたは誰にも負け
Blab
ない
on
才
and
能を
on
持って
and
る
on.
ここを出たら 叶えるのよ。話してくれた夢。
It gets sort of funny, honestly, more than.
Yeah.
行きなさい。これだけ言ってもわからないの。早く行きなさい。
Go now!
Well, the gravity of the situation is rather appropriate to what's going on with Yui now.
It is. It's pulling her down.
篠崎。
いや先
篠崎、行くぞ。来い。
You know, if they had enough.
生、もうどうでもいい。
篠崎。いいか。絶対に無駄にしねえぞ。先生の気持ちを。
Yes, slap some sense into her, Yoshiki.
岸沼くん。
わかるよな。強くなれって。あいつは。
It's the principal.
ちょうだわ。
Yeah, the principal new character we're seeing here is. Sorry.
What a strange looking incinerator. Almost seems like something you'd see in a crematorium. Yeah, and that is a.
何か黄色いものを投げ込んでいた。
That's also a good indication why you shouldn't go into this, but this game really throws a bunch of false punches at you in chapter 5. It's like, yeah, maybe let's not go into the crematorium. Oh wait, no, it's mandatory.
There's literally no place else to go at this point. So unless you want to sit in this hall forever.
Yep. You can see a yellow ribbon a few feet in, covered in soot.
あれだ。リボン
Sachiko's dress.
取れるかな。
Arms not quite long enough. Ah! From the darkness within the incinerator, the figure of a girl can faintly be seen. She's squatting with hands around her knees.
And we got that faint tone that seems to be a marker, the first foretaste of supernatural crap occasionally.
Yep.
And then
Boy.
that sound, which is a little more obvious than the faint tone, but is also associated with spooky stuff happening.
Hey, you wrong? And he says hi to you as well, Nweis. It's
Hi,
Sachiko.
you wrong.
Upon meeting your gaze, she spins in place and begins crawling deeper into the machine until she vanishes from sight.
なんだ。狭いけどこの牢、張っていけば奥に行けるのか。
Yes, let's follow frickin' Sachiko
Yeah,
into the incinerator. What could go wrong?
absolutely nothing.
奥の方に小さい明かりが見えるぞ。部屋でもある
No,
のか。
really. Absolutely nothing happens.
Tiny pinprick of light.
よし。
Could also be the pilot light for the incinerator.
Yep.
これ焼却炉よ。途中で火でもついたら。
だな。よし。お前はここで待ってろ。俺だけ行く。よっ。
待って、私も行く。
I'm assuming that's ash. That's the black tiles on the floor.
待ってろって言ったろ。
Probably.
いや、私も行く。
たく。気をつけろよ。そこら中に埃の塊とか引っかかりがある。
struggle, struggle, struggle.
狭いな。だいぶ来ちまったが、まだ半分くらいか。低い天井のせいで体を起こせないってのがこんなに不安だとはな。もし今出口や入り口が塞がれてこの体勢のまま動けなくなったら。
Like the people in that one manga that find holes created exactly for them.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the Enigma of Amigara Fault.
There we go. Didn't remember what it was called. Glad
余
you
計なこと
did.
考えるな。
Yeah, because he's probably not, you know, just crawling on all fours. He's probably like, doing an elbow crawl like they do in the military.
Well, you brought up the Enigma of Amigara Fault. Hey, at least we don't have frickin' spirals in this game.
Yeah.
すごい誇りとすす。
On the other hand, we don't have Gurren Lagann either.
吸い込まないようにしなきゃ。
I have to say my spiral associations run more towards associating with Uzumaki than with Tengatapa Gurren Lagann. Although sometimes you just have to do the impossible and see the invisible.
Row, row, fight the power.
いった。
大丈夫か。
刺しちゃっただけ。針金みたいなの出てた。
そうか。
Tripwire. To go as a booby trap.
お願いだから来ないで。
And she's barely whispering. I want to. Let's go ahead and try turn back since we did keep going on the other run.
戻ろう。嫌な予感がする。
そうだな。戻れるか。ゆっくりでいいぞ。
Oh. We can back out.
やっぱりここが怪しいよな。
But thou must.
I don't think there's anywhere else we can go, which is the real decider.
Yep.
あなたが行くなら私も行く。
There literally is nowhere else for them to go unless they want to drop down through a hole in the floor.
やっぱこの先何かあるな。行くぞ。
来ないで。来るな。だから来ないでって言ったのに。
Wait, what? Is this a new bad end? Okay, no. I think that's just the warning that we didn't get all of Naho's notes. Alright, let's head down. Down and out.
Well, we couldn't have gotten the notes after that because...
Also, let's stop here. Stop. I'm gonna stop the recording for just a second. Okay, and back to recording, so go ahead, let's head south. Huh? Ah!
And they had a moment of just standing there in midair like this was...
Wile E. Coyote moment.
Yeah.
And it seems like a bit of toxic sludge here, doesn't it? Or at least dirty water. Countless
Oh, you wish!
shiny black bugs, arthropods, and worms have all converged together into a skittering, shifting mass so big it's like a slimy lake. Yeah, it's not a lake, it's not a puddle, it's a bug pit.
Nami! ナミこっちだ来れるか
Feel every slight movement. Not gonna read it.
ナミ捕まれ
Hurrah!
よしいいぞもう少しだ感覚を遮断し
Push!
ろ泳いでくるん
Push!
だ
Unfortunately, I don't think it pauses the countdown when that pops up.
It does
which
not.
is why I just
Why you powered through it. Anyway, hey Tomato, welcome!
they give you barely enough time, even if you aren't pausing to read that.
よし
Yep.
So
よしもう少しだよし
and we have managed to avoid an incredibly vile and disgusting bad end here.
Yep. Unfortunately, we got it the other time we came through here, so.
But hey, we didn't have to go through that again while recording this, so
Yes.
じっとしてろ全部取ってやるよしもう大丈夫だ
So what's happening? Well, we are going for one of the last two remaining bad ends in the game.
and we just went through a scene that really bugged me.
Ah! Yeah, that's a lake full of bugs. Or a puddle full of bugs. Whatever you want to think of it.
It's
立て
ghastly.
るか
Yeah.
さ
It's not
肩を
water.
貸すから
It's not dirty water. It's bugs.
And as we observed before, there's no way I'd want to keep my clothes on after that. I would want to be stripping off and making sure I got everything and picking through my clothes before putting them back on because Jesus fucking Christ.
Yep.
大丈夫か
Absolutely.
Speaking of Jesus fucking Christ, I found an excellent portrait of St. Peter recently that I showed to Stab.
Yeah, he did. It's the Rock. For anyone that doesn't get it, Peter means rock.
And, you know, upon this rock shall I build this church. And so I clearly,
Yep.
clearly Peter looks just like the Rock.
I'm sure. Anyway, let's head over to the other building to the right.
Water.
Naomi, you should probably, wash off. Good opportunity now.
I see the principal dropped in.
校舎の屋上から飛び降りておそらく
Yep, that's
三
right.
人小学校の
Somehow he went from the incinerator to the top of the roof and jumped off.
Does this...
And he's gonna keep jumping.
ゆか見るな
Does that mean it's autumn now?
Because it's fall.
ああ成仏できないから何度も何度も死に続けているんだ
Yep, that is the curse of heavenly host. You suffer the pain of your death for your entire
なんだ
death.
鍵みたいに見えるけど
ああどこかの鍵だな
Go for it.
取ってくる
危ないよやめて
大丈夫だ慎重に行く
What did the principal do to deserve this? Oh, he did so many things, Tomato. He attempted to assault Sachiko's mom.
And by assault, we mean rape.
Yes. Then when she was fleeing, and Sachiko saw them, he knocked her off the stairs. She snapped her neck and died. Sachiko ran away. The principal went and grabbed Sachiko, strangled her to death, and then buried her in the basement of the school.
And that's not even counting what triggered the eye removal stuff that keeps on showing up in this cursed school.
Yeah, let's just say he is a really, really bad man.
If anyone deserves their suffering in this school, it's the fucking principal.
Yep. And, yeah.
サトシ、早く戻ってきて。
At first the game... Oh yeah, he absolutely deserved it. At first the game makes you kind of sympathetic to him. Like, he's just the principal that put his heart and soul into the school. We're gonna go west. Put his heart and soul into the school and was traumatized when the whole thing finally fell apart because of kidnapping and death that he wasn't responsible for, surprisingly. But yeah.
And also it turned out to be his son responsible for the kidnapping and death, except it wasn't even that.
Yeah, so many twists and turns in this story. One more.
Sure.
We're just heading straight to the principal's room. Principal's office. Yep, and we're definitely near dark stuff because it reduced our vision range. Key you recovered from Principal Yanagihori's body was for his office door after all. It turns easily and the door swings out. Yeah, he went crazy.
そんなつもりはなかったのだ。ただの一時の気の迷いだ。あいつが悪いんだ。あんなことであんなに驚く方がおかしい。
Blaming the victim.
寒い。
Yeah.
この張り紙の数。
So the principal keeps on falling from the roof? Yup. For all eternity, it seems.
死ぬ間際に精神を病んでいたって話だったからな。
あいつが悪いんだ。
Did we get to actually see the truth of what happened?
あんなことであんなに驚く方がおかしい。
That's a good question. It might have been on the other route. It might be later on, but yeah.
So yeah, we don't actually. So spoilers while going for this bad end. We're talking about stuff you only learn on the other route where you actually get all of Naho's notes. Oh well.
Yep, that's right. It was in Naho's third note that we learn about it.
嫌な予感がする。
It's
your bad feeling is correct, Satoshi. A human tongue sits at the bottom of the bag, all dried up and stiffened with age.
どうしたの？
Oh!
Yanagihori Takamine, you are a bad man.
Mm-hmm. Every night. Oh.
毎晩夢に出てきやがって。こんなに私が罪を悔いているのに。
Well, after death, you didn't seem to be quite that ashamed. We're switching over. This is the past. We're in the past right now.
Well, this line immediately after saying how ashamed I am proves how ashamed he isn't.
Yes.
If he was really a proper level of repentant, he wouldn't be asking this.
Yep. Principal point of view, yup.
分かっているよ。お前は本当は死んではいない。死んだふりをしているんだ。だがね、私には立場があるんだ。お前にあのことを誰かに喋らせるわけにはいかないよ。
Yeah, definitely not ashamed.
悪いが、喋れないようにさせてもらうからね。
And
And
that
the reason
is why the ghosts don't have tongues.
it's because he removed Sachiko's corpse's tongue after a while because he was going mad and convinced she'd rat him out. And then when she came back to conduct murders through breaking Yanagihori Takamine's son, that's why she cut out the tongues of her victims.
Yeah, I don't think anyone likes that.
お前が夢枕に立つたびにまた殺しに来てあげるからね。
Yeah. He's already on the crazy train.
I'm sorry. I'm
Dang.
sorry, sir, but the Eternal God Emperor judges you a heretic.
Yeah. Dang, you come back 10 minutes later after this section and it's kind of giving me chills. Yeah. Oh yeah, we are definitely at the bad point here.
急に返事しなくなったからびっくりしたよ。
I guess he had a psychic moment.
すまない。
Just like Ayumi does.
Well, I guess directly touching the tongue overwhelmed him. I don't think he's as psychic as Ayumi, but you know.
Oh, definitely not as psychic as her, but
幸子の舌だ。
clearly has some affinity for the supernatural.
ひどい。
And
Very
again,
barbaric.
thank you, Naomi, for your amazing pose.
She's just trying to find out whether or not she can touch her elbows together.
幸子に返してやろう。きっと探しているはずだ。
幸子に。
Yes, give it to Sachiko. Sachiko's tongue encased in a hemp bag, extracted from a desk drawer in the principal's office. Alright, let's head in the hole. Covered in painted on letters, they spell out the same rambling sentences over and over again. For your tomorrow, I pray for a bright future. Thick dust on the shelf. On each shelf.
I'm just gonna.
Completely covered in painted on letters, they spell out the same rambling sentences over and over again. I oppose it! I forbid it! No entry! No entry!
So yeah, the no entry about the Imperial Japanese base thing was the principal having completely lost his mind and
こ
Yeah?
れは隠し通路か。
お兄ちゃん。ここにもお札がびっしり。怖い。
remember, it's wrong to blame the victim unless the victim is Yuka.
相当恐れていたんだ。この下にあるものを。
Deathly afraid of what's down there. So I guess we should go.
俺から降りるから、ナオミとユカは後から続いてくれ。
お兄ちゃん。サトシ、気をつけてね。
ああ。地下通路。
Alright, back to the
学校の
tunnels.
地下にこんな場所があったのか。
Oh, only someone who already played the game a few times.
お兄ちゃん。ゆか、またおしっこ。
Damn it, Yuka.
ユカ。
You and your
Gaman
undersized bladder.
And your inability to do the sensible thing in the corner somewhere with people's backs turned.
Alright, let's keep going. Head up. No need to distract yourselves with all the side text.
この扉、見覚えある。
Yeah,
釘がいっぱい
main
打
building
ち付けて
basement access.
これ、本
The
館の
geometry doesn't work, but whatever.
I don't even view that as a
開かなかったあの扉か。
the geometry being super
あの向
freaking
こうに
weird
入
in
れたん
this
だな。
school just seems like
ってことは、ここって、幸子が子供たちを殺害した場所なんじゃない？
Yep.
horrible
We
curse.
will.
そして幸子自身も殺されて死体を隠された場所でもある。
どの部屋かな？
殺害犯、いや誘拐犯の男がその場所で首を吊って自殺したって話だから、その痕跡があればその部屋ということになるな。
なんて場所なの？ここ。
Alright, let's head north.
なんだこれ、人の頭が並んでいる。
Does this mean we found the school's head office?
昔のものじゃない。俺たちのようにここに迷い込んだ犠牲者だ。
なんでこんなに綺麗に並べるわけ？
Someone with a lot of time on his
そうしなきゃ
hands.
こうは並ばない。悪趣味にも程がある。
Alright. And right, left, right.
This one is not hard.
No, not at all. And it's completely reversible, even. Because it's the same both forward and backward. Oh yeah, this guy.
The guy who has a hell of a beanie.
Yes, he does.
Having 666 on your beanie just seems sort of tacky to me, sir.
Very.
人
え？
君たち
これ落ちましたよ。
Oh, he's having a freak out. Why are you freaking out, Taguchi?
Maybe he noticed Yuka.
Maybe.
Ein.
なんだ。
Taguchi just weirded everyone out.
わかんない。なんなの？なんで私の顔を見て。
Oh, I guess it wasn't Yuka that terrified him, but you know, if you're gonna flip out at seeing one of this group, Yuka's a pretty good
行
choice.
こう。
Yeah. I mean, I know Naomi's hair's kind of short, but
もともとおかしな
come
ことば
on,
かりだ。
it's not that scary. Alright. Let's pull all of the levers!
Getting my inner Kronk on.
Yep.
Behold the incredibly challenging puzzle of this game. Can't you feel the mental effort going into solving this puzzle?
So much mental effort. Yeah, I'm sure sometime in your day you've played games where you have a party of different individuals who each have different skills, and basically you need to explore around and use them to use their skills to get through a puzzle or a maze or whatever, right?
I don't recall if I've actually done that, but the theory is pretty clear.
Sure, well, I'm imagining something like that with just with Disney characters, and one of them is Kronk, and his ability is, of course, to we don't need to save. His ability is to pull levers, and yeah, but like, you know, every 10th lever or so that you pull, Yzma pops out and then she falls into a pit. Nope, not there. Keep heading up.
This is the somewhat more difficult puzzle than the headroom.
Yeah, it's just 2 loops to the right like a big B, and then down left, down all the way, left and up.
Well, it's still, you know, somewhat...
somewhat more difficult, especially when you're in a rush.
Here?
Yep. Left, down, and all the way down. Left and up.
Gotcha. But not gotcha, because screw gotcha.
Screw gotcha. Even if it seems to be a... Oh, no, keep going up. Well, I just wanted to show off that was the end of the hallway, so that's fine.
Well, I saw it was the end of the hallway, so...
Yeah, I just wanted to point it out, but that's okay.
ひどい匂いだ。
I'm sure it smells of death.
いいか。
Well, I think I can cross this room off my bucket list.
何の部屋なの？
I don't know, it's kind of obvious, don't you think, Naomi?
And this is the room where, sadly, our 3 brave companions from Extra 1 ended up.
Yeah, so sad. Anyway, let's check the wardrobe. Large wardrobe here, big enough to fit a human being. It's currently empty. Alright.
Is it big enough to fit a lion?
Don't think so. Might be big enough to fit a witch, though.
True.
誰か来る。
どうしよう。近づいてくるよ。
So, funny thing, when I was playing through this first with Stab, I thought I remembered there was a bad ending in the wardrobe. There isn't, but you'll see why I thought there was.
すぐ見つからない。
Yurong says, that's the cabinet I keep all my money in. Notice there's no money in it.
Yes. Truly a masterful hiding spot.
Best way to hide your money is not to have it. No one can steal it that way.
Yeah, if you have no money, even when they print a few trillion extra dollars, none of the dollars you have are worth any less, right?
Exactly.
Naomi, 我慢だ。
Hang tight. Hang tight, Naomi. Don't scream. That's why. Lifeless brown eyes.
Alas.
She is a lass.
True.
Or I
Yuri
guess maybe
was also,
she was a lass.
Yuri was also a lass, and we spent much longer with her like this than we do with Seiko here.
Yep.
That whole thing with Yuri was, well, impressively holy shit.
Now, when you say Yuri, do you mean from Doki Doki or?
Yes, Doki Doki.
Okay. Just making sure I'm getting the right reference.
When she's, you just hang out with her for the weekend.
Yep. Yep.
Alas, Taguchi.
Taguchi has passed away. He's been caught by Yoshikaze.
Naomi, 大丈夫か?
Oh, she's definitely not all right.
She, Taguchi's been slaughtered like a pet squirrel.
ちゃんあいつ聖子をどこに連れて行くのよ。
待て、ナオミ!
It's not Seiko, it's just her corpse.
これ以上ひどい目に遭わせられないもの。
待て、一人で行くな、ナオミ! ユカ、来るんだ。俺から離れるな。
Wise choice.
この足元の引きずった跡を追っていったはずだ。追いつくと。
And that wall that was in the way just disappeared with no trace.
Yep. Let's follow the blood trail and then we'll head left at the intersection.
Yeah, I recall that.
Yep. We don't have the but thou mustn't to the right. Or we might do, but we're not
地面
sure.
の跡がなくなっている。
That's where she ran out of blood.
どうして
The last of it drained from her body. And no more trail. Alright. Off we go here, and we are almost at the end.
ここは
You're in the pit.
何これ死体がいっぱい浮いてる。
Because they need to keep the dead bodies somewhere.
Yeah, do your part to keep our school clean. Deposit corpses in the corpse pit.
Yeah. Oh,
岸沼くん
have you heard of the guy that tricked ants into thinking they were dead?
I have not heard of this.
Okay, so ants have like a garbage pile, and they put any waste they have there, but they also put dead ants there. what happens is when an ant dies and starts to decompose, it releases some kind of pheromone, and that indicates to other ants that that's a dead ant and to move it over to the garbage pile. What some guy on YouTube did is, he just got some of that chemical and he sprayed it on a handful of ants, and sure enough, they froze up. They didn't know what to do, and other ants picked them up and carried them over to the garbage pile. And the ants that thought they were dead just kind of stood there and didn't know what to do. Like, okay, I guess I'm dead. I'll stay in the garbage pile. And then once the smell wore off, they're just like, oh, I guess I'm not dead. Okay, and they went and rejoined the hive. The colony, rather. Crazy, huh?
It's interesting that it causes total brain lock in ants. I don't think they are thinking I'm dead in that many words because, ants.
気がついたらそこの段差にはまっててよ。もう少しでプールの方に落ちちまうところだったぜ。
Yeah, that'd
Winding
be
up in the
bad.
pool. Yeah.
大丈夫か、篠崎。
There's no time for playing pool.
Nope.
And this room happens to have the corpse of the friend of Naho's that Naho used to get herself into Heavenly Host Elementary because the ritual requires at least 2 people.
Yep.
よしき、篠崎も。
持田君。
ああ、ゆかも無事か。
大丈夫？息が。
ナオミが篠原の体を持った化け物を追いかけていなくなった。
中島さんが。
よし、じゃあもうこんなクソったるの学校に残ってる理由はね。中島見つけてとっとと逆打ちだ。
ああ、そうしよう。ナオミ、
Oh, hey! She's back!
私。中島さん。
Alright, this is different.
中島。
心配かけるなよ。怪我なさそうでよかった。篠原は見つかったか？
中島さん。篠原さん、できれば連れて帰りたいけど、多分この学校にこれ以上いたら大変なことになるわ。みんなで逆打ちして帰りましょう。
そうか。ナオミ、篠原もできれば連れて帰ってやりたいが。
急がねえと心が侵されて国家に負けちまう。
心残りだが、ここはもう逆打ちを実行するべきだと思う。
And here we have Naomi just standing here.
じゃあ始めるよ。みんな近づいて。
Alright. And now let's
Sachiko-san,
perform the ritual that we unfortunately don't have all the information about.
幸子さん、お願いします。
幸子さん、お願いします。幸子さん、お願いします。
幸子さん、お願いします。
Right, they do 6. Good. Dot, dot, dot. Oh? Was I asleep? This is my room? But I don't remember escaping from that school where everybody died. I was definitely there, though. I wish I could forget Shinohara's lifeless face and Morishige's panicked voice. There's no way it was a dream!
ゆか、おはよう。なんだ、元気だな。
ご飯、お兄
兄ちゃん来ないとみんな食べられないんだから。
ああ。だけど俺は今朝はいいや。
どうして？
食べる気がしないんだ。さすがに。
もうダメなんだよ、朝食べないと。
わかるだろお前だって。昨日あんなことがあったんだ。
お兄ちゃん泣いてるの？怖い夢見たの？
What? Dream? No, it was real.
ゆか、お前。
もっちだく
Seiko's alive.
ーん。なん
She's
か元気
alive.
ないね。
She's
大丈夫？
alive.
いや、ああ。
We need our no filter perv.
We do.
今日のお店番の順番だけどね。私がペアの組み合わせ聞かせておいたからね。
なんだそれ。
変態。
は？
Seiko, the primary pervert I see in this stall is not Satoshi.
No, not at all.
俺は夢を見ているのか。
あはよう。みんなおしるこ屋のお椀ってこれぐらいで足りる？
おはよう。うん、それぐらいあれば大丈夫。いやーん、ナオミおはよう。
なんだよ。やっぱり悪い夢だったんだ。
ちょっとセイコ、お尻揉まないでよ。
See? Seiko's the perv, not Satoshi. Even if he did grab Naomi's boobs.
ナオミさんを見て、
He didn't
私
mean
が放って
to.
おくとでも思い。
As far as we know.
Oh, Seiko.
こーら
うん、ダメよ。お椀はきれいにしないと。
待て
しょうがないな。
今の場面
洗いに行こ
見覚えがあるぞ。
Deja
こ
vu.
れは
A glitch in the
同じじゃない
Matrix.
か。夢と天神小学校へ飛ばされたあの夢と、あれは夢じゃなかった。まさか同じ日が始まるのか。
I fit this ending under Strike One. It's the same thing as Strike One in my book.
Okay, because it's time shenanigans.
It's like, no, the time shenanigans do not help.
止めないと。
Yes, put a stop to it, Satoshi. Beat some sense into
何言っ
Ayumi.
てんだよ。天神小学校だ。
う。持田くんよく知ってるね。そのネタの階段持ってきたよ。
サトシ、お店サボってて夢でも見たんじゃないの？
あるある。
Busted.
しげにもサボってたけどね。
But Seiko primarily likes when Naomi is busted.
俺は違うよ。
Yes.
演劇部の台本をコピー取りに行っていたんだ。
いや森重よ、それサボってるって言わね。
ほらほら、持田くん、君の番でしょ。お店の番してきなさい。
Oh, and what's his post?
Washington.
じゃあ爪を使ってしっかり掴んだらみんなでちぎっちゃって。
Yeah, this is where Satoshi, instead of saying... Well, no, I'll let him continue on.
ダメだ。みんなダメだ。
That's where instead of saying stop, don't do it, you run in there, you grab the doll, you rip it up yourself without saying anything about Sachiko, and throwing it in the trash.
違う、そうじゃない。これはみんなやっちゃダメなんだよ。どうして分かってくれないんだ。
お前がそこまで意地張るなんて珍しいな。もう
終わるからいい子で待ってて、持田くん。
Ooh, another theory. So you know Satoshi always being a coward and them making fun of it? It's because it's not the first time that he's done a time loop. And every time it happened, he's like, no, don't do that. That was a horrible thing that we got trapped in. And everyone's like, oh, Satoshi, you're such a coward. And he's like, no, I saved everybody's lives. And I don't want to have to do it a second time.
Except he shows no evidence of actually knowing about anything at the beginning of the first loop.
Yep.
はーい、1名様追加でご案内。
どうすればみんなを守れるんだ。
But yeah, don't do the time shenanigans. They just don't work.
No doing the time shenanigans. Extra 7 has been unlocked.
But we needed that for extra 7, so okay.
We did. And we also got... I was going to say a frozen screen, but there we go. Penning the Book of Shadows attained the loop ending to Chapter 5. My controls, I guess. Doomed to repeat cycles of Heavenly Host in endless cycle. Dun dun dun.
Due to repeat cycles of Heavenly Host in endless event?
Yeah, due to repeat events of Heavenly Host in endless cycles. There we go. That's better. We just have one final ending left. Ending number 4. And we have it on the list. So, anyway, with that out of the way, please like, follow, subscribe. Check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and Kick. Free money in the description, and I shall see you guys in the next part. Bye now.